Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, looking at our man, head coach Kyle Shanahan, seeing if he's the problem with the 49ers right now. They've lost 2 games in a row, which is not great. They also had some losses against the Bears, the Broncos, very winnable games, but at the same time, just didn't happen. Is it Kyle Shanahan's fault? I'm going to be diving into that, seeing if I can answer that question, which I probably can't because I'm just an idiot fan, but still, it's nice to speculate, right? Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Nothing too crazy for me. Terrible loss yesterday. I'm pretty sure you guys are still reeling in about that. Hopefully, we can get a nice win against the Los Angeles Rams when I'm over there in LA this Sunday. Have a bye week. That'd be nice, right? But anyways, let's get this started. 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, is he the problem so far as the head coach of the 49ers? I think we all know Shanahan is a great play designer, designing plays, getting stuff, being creative. We all know he's good at that kind of stuff. But is he a great play caller? Is he a great head coach? I don't know. That's a really hard question to answer. I'm going to throw some statistics out for you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now, but the graphic that they shown on TV on Fox yesterday against the Chiefs, there's a statistic that if they're down 3 points or more, Shanahan just cannot make comebacks. He's like 4 and 30-something, 35. I don't know if it's 36 with the Chiefs now, but around 4 to 35 in terms of being able to come back and win games. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo's fault? Maybe it's to some extent, but Shanahan not being able to make adjustments, just letting the ball go wherever, turnovers, all that kind of stuff. Also, his methodical play calling. You guys saw the game against Atlanta, the last 8 minutes, whatever, he ate up most of the clock, even though they were down 2 scores. If it was 1 score, that wouldn't be a problem. But if you're down 2 scores, man, you better go no huddle, something like that. Get a fast-paced offense going. But for whatever reason, it was just really slow-paced and stuff like that. Keeping a lead, conservative play calling, I think that's a legit criticism of Shanahan. We've seen games where we're up quite a bit and they almost come back, like the Lions game last year in week 1 or the Super Bowl up by 10 points. Getting a little too comfortable, especially against Mahomes. Ended up losing the big game that you're supposed to win big time. It's kind of frustrating. I've seen so much brilliance, so much awesomeness in this offense, and for him in particular. Sometimes it's just like, why? We all deem Shanahan as a genius offensively. He knows how to do everything right in terms of preparation for the most part, getting the right plays, but the way he adjusts in the game if something's going wrong, like being down, it's not really his specialty for whatever reason. Is he a better offensive coordinator than a head coach? I don't know. He did take the team to the Super Bowl, so that counts for something. You gotta be a decent head coach to do that. That takes skill to take a team to a Super Bowl, no matter what, even if you're just a role coach and your coordinators are carrying the team. But Shanahan, he is the offensive coordinator. He gets all the credit for the offense, but he gets all the blame as well. I still think he could be great for the 49ers, but time is kind of running out, to be honest with you. With this trade with Christian McCaffrey, they have a lot of talent on offense. You see him, even Jeff Wilson Jr., Tevin Coleman, those guys, they can ball out. The receivers, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, they can ball out as well. The offensive line, it is a little bit suspect. They did not look good against the Chiefs on Sunday, but still kind of respectable. Not great, but not terrible as well. Good enough to get you some yards, running game, get you some blocks for the most part, minus the Chiefs game. But for the most part, all year long, they've been able to kind of keep the ship sailing a little bit. For whatever reason, just not working out. Is it Kyle Shanahan's play calling? Is it his way of time management? Maybe. I think so a little bit. But it's just something wrong during this year and past few years as well, in terms of being able to manage the clock, be a little bit more aggressive. I think that's something else that he gets another criticism for, is not being aggressive enough. He's always being a little too conservative when you have a lead, even if it's a 14-point lead. Yes, that's great. It's great to keep the lead and what have you, but still, you got to put it down their throats. Keep being aggressive sometimes to keep the lead, especially against Mahomes, man. You're up 10-0. You still got to keep the ball pounding and stuff like that. I know Jimmy G had an interception near the end of the half and stuff like that, but at the same time, you got to adjust to that. I think if you're Shanahan, if the situation calls for you to be down, you got to get a little bit creative, and I don't see a lot of creativity when you're down quite a few points. In that case, like 20-plus points, it feels like, against the Chiefs. Wow, I don't know. It was terrible to watch. A lot of people, including myself, were getting a lot of blame to Shanahan just for the way he calls plays, the way he paces the game. That's my biggest issue with him, is pacing. Is sometimes he's really fast, lightning quick. That's great, but sometimes he's really methodical, doesn't want stuff going on, and being very conservative. That's my biggest criticism. A lot of people would say scheme-wise, but I don't know. I think the scheme is not too bad, but it's just executing. By the players should execute as well, but the coaches, they are the head man. They get all the credit and blame. Shanahan deserves a lot of blame for this loss against Kansas City in particular, and the loss against the Falcons as well. That's just my opinion right there. I still believe in Shanahan. I'm still a huge fan of his. When the running game is going, man, there is no running game that I've ever seen that's just awesome to do, but we'll see if it pans out for the rest of the season. Maybe it's just one of those downers where they're struggling a little bit, but then later on after the bye week, they'll pick it up, do great for the rest of the season, just like last year where they started 3-5, and the recent loss was to Arizona and Colt McCoy of all people. They made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. That's what I'm hoping. Something like that, that'd be awesome, but you never know. It could be a struggle. Luckily, the NFC is completely wide open. I mean, the only two good teams that I know of right now are the Eagles and the Giants, hands down. Everybody else, every other spot is up for grabs for the division title and also playoff spots as well. Do I expect the 49ers to make the playoffs? Maybe, hopefully, that'd be great. We'll see then. But if they don't make the playoffs, then I think Shanahan might be getting the axe at the end of the season. Hopefully, they make it more to the playoffs. I mean, that's the minimal requirement, but the way that the roster is constructed, players hopefully coming back soon, like Eric Armstead and company, they should be able to make a deep playoff run and hopefully win the Super Bowl. They got McCaffrey for a reason. They gave up a lot of draft picks to the Panthers to hope that he is the missing piece to win the Super Bowl. I have a lot of faith in him and coach as well, but we'll see what happens down the road. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about this whole Kyle Shanahan problem thing. Is he the big problem in San Francisco? Is it the players? Is it front office? Whatever you want to call it. Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, per usual, like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys up tomorrow when I predict the game against the Los Angeles Rams for Sunday. Bye, guys. Love y'all. You guys have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.